What's up, water signs, Cancers, Pisces, Scorpios? It's your weekly reading. I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. If you want a personal reading, that's linked in the description below. Let's jump into it. Let's see what we get. I'm looking at the oracle decks that I have to see what decks I want to use. Oop, I found it. Okay, Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So, the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about disappointments. It's about upset. It's about pain and sorrow. It's not really feeling too happy. Some of you guys could be having issues in your relationships right now. It makes sense. Mercury's in retrograde. Maybe communications could be wonky. You could be just feeling some sort of disappointment or pain from somebody close to you. The Knight of Cups is about your emotions. It's about your creative juices. It's about your willingness to put in the effort toward those creative juices. But really, it's the way I would read this is a person, somebody in your life that you might have love for, that, you know, you still have love for this person, but they either disappointed you in some way, shape or form, and now you're feeling the pain from that. And I'm feeling like you don't know what to do or how to handle this situation. Two of Swords in reverse, which would give me, like, you've made a decision on how to handle this, but you're still not sure. This is the feeling I'm getting, right? And I never really read this way, but just bear with me. You've made a decision on how to handle this situation. You've chosen which way to go, but you're not quite sure if that was the right thing to do. This could be very specific. The Sun card. King of Cups in reverse. And the Strength card. Very big energy. Okay? When the Sun card comes out, it's about clarity. And I think you're getting clarity on a lot of your pains and hurts and things that have made you feel shitty. I can tell you this, it feels as if the pain isn't gonna like necessarily last. It feels like a very quick pain for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure what the fuck I'm even saying. You do have to be mindful of saying the wrong thing right now, especially since Mercury's in retrograde. But just reading the cards, you don't want to say something too fucking hurtful. You don't want to come out your neck in this situation. You want to, if this conflict or this disappointment hasn't happened yet, then the advice would be to tame yourself a little bit. That's the Strength card. I mean, she's sitting there with a dragon, and a dragon has the ability to literally, I mean, y'all have seen Game of Thrones, right? Y'all have seen House of the Dragon. If you haven't, you should watch it. Dragons have the ability to literally ruin everything. Like destruction beyond destruction. But in this particular card, this person is sitting with their dragon and choosing not to use it as a weapon. right? So you have this strength within you, but the real strength comes from not utilizing your fuck around and find outness. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there is conflict coming up within relationships where you're feeling really hurt and you're feeling really disappointed by somebody specific, right? Or you're just feeling hurt or disappointed in a situation, you're being called to not, I don't want to say you're being called to not act. You're being called to show some compassion for the situation. And even if that means, let's say for the Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios that I'm speaking to, even if that necessarily means pulling back your emotions and withdrawing emotionally, and I'm seeing that with this King of Cups in reverse, even if that means pulling back emotionally so that you don't allow your emotions to get the best of you, and then once your emotions get the best of you, you're fucking busting heads or whatever the fuck you're saying shit. Take it as it makes sense. This feels very relationship based. So this could be a romantic relationship. This could be family, a friend, whoever it is. It's some sort of interaction with another person where you're being called to not let this person find out. Maybe they are fucking around, but it's your choice to let them find out, and maybe allow them to find out on their own instead of you doing the thing that might hurt them. Does that make sense? You're being called to show compassion and restraint in a situation, in a big way. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So I feel like when the 9 of Pentacles comes out in reverse, it's like you're doing something, but at what cost, right? You've reaped, maybe you've won in this situation, but at what cost? At the cost of the feelings of another person that you care about, right? It's great to fucking win the argument, but like if you have to say some out of pocket things, maybe it's okay to just swallow your pride and like take one for the team. I'm not saying compromise your feelings or your emotions or your needs in a situation. No, never do that, right? Don't ever do that for anybody. But you don't want to win at the cost of somebody else's feelings, somebody else that you love and care about, right? And I feel as if this reading is saying, take a step back, withdraw emotionally, do what you have to do. Also get in touch with how you're feeling, validate your own feelings. And the best decision in this situation, if you are experiencing conflict with another person that you care about, the best way to go about this situation is to be mindful, be demure, but genuinely be mindful of how you're reacting to certain things and people right now. And this could be overall as well, because some of you guys might not have this situation come up specifically, but it will be coming up in your relationships, or it will be a theme in your life in some sort of way. So maybe it's not your personal relationships, maybe it's your work related relationships. take it as it resonates. But the Ace of Wands is here, which tells me that the energy will, I'm almost getting reignite, a reignition. And the Ten of Swords in reverse is a really good card of the mental clarity needed in order to kind of start to feel better about whatever this situation is. This could have been, again, like I said, a big hurtful disagreement with somebody. Whatever it is, there's clarity. 100% clarity coming. The energy won't remain heavy the way that it might be feeling right now. Maybe after Mercury goes back direct, maybe that's when things will start to feel a little bit better in regards to this situation. Yeah. Just as I was saying, bring love into the situation. So you might want to, again, with that strength card, you might want to act out of ego, right? The dragon, or in the traditional tarot, the lion represents our ego, right? Our want to win. And so we will win by unleashing the beast sometimes. And yeah, you'll win if you unleash the beast. Like, you will destroy everything in your path if you unleash the dragon. But at what cost, right? Like, remember in Game of Thrones, if y'all are Game of Thrones fans, but when Khaleesi literally destroys the entire King's Landing, right? Well, okay, well, you've killed everybody in your path. Now, who are you the ruler of? And at the cost of what? You've shown your teeth. You've shown that you have this capability. Now nobody fucking trusts you. And the compassionate, good-hearted ruler, or in this case, person that you were known to be, you just fucking ruined it. So what you need to do is bring love and compassion into the situation. And it's tough to do when people are trying you and people are hurting you and your feelings get hurt. But just because you've had your feelings hurt doesn't mean that you're entitled to hurt somebody else's. Do you know what I mean? So if this comes up within the next week, just remember, just listen to my voice. Hold your composure. Hold your fire. Okay? That's what I want to say. I have this. I've been eyeing this deck ever since I started this reading, which tells me there is a card in here for you guys. Conscious steps, considered action, looking forward. So think before you do. That's kind of what I'm getting right off the bat. I'm going to read it to you, and then this reading is done. So it says, the woman depicted on this card is carefully walking on stepping stones that cross a lake. She's already navigated several steps, but she had across a lake. Sorry. She's already navigated several steps, but she has farther to go to reach her destination. This card heralds a time of a greater awareness and decisiveness for you. And that's where that Two of Swords comes out in reverse. Whether it's about your future plans or a present problem, you now have the ability to take all the steps necessary to move to a resolution. This is a good time to take stock of your goals and consider what actions would be most helpful in navigating your process. Whether your goal is getting a new job, writing a novel, starting a business, or just cleaning out the garage, make some plans and take those steps. This might also be a message about some personal issues. Perhaps it's time to open a retirement account, even if that event feels very far away. Maybe a new diet or exercise program would help ensure a healthy life for years to come. This card is telling you to look ahead and prioritize all the steps that will enhance the quality of your life now and in the future. Okay, so maybe there needs to be a conversation, because I definitely still feel like this is interpersonal. Like the reading is not changed, or at the very least, what the reading is about. So putting this into context with what I've been saying, I would say, if you are about to have a conversation with somebody who has hurt you recently, think about what you want to say before you say it. That goes back to that strength card of like keeping your composure. That's how you kind of do it. And with this King of Cups in reverse, there's a level of like taking your emotions out of it and being not cold, but almost strategic in how you address certain things. And again, remembering to keep your composure. Okay? So I hope that helps. I love you guys very much. I will see you next week. Peace out, everybody.